At Clyde Iron Works, every bite starts from scratch. Fried ravioli, onion rings, wood-fired pizza, in-house beers, steak stone sizzling, pasta, pretzels, cannoli, all made by hand. Clyde Iron Works, where food is made from scratch.
I always have to have it on hand, or in my pocket, or in my car where I knew where it was. Because if I didn't know where it was, I'd panic. But that was in the beginning. And in my head, like as time went on, if I lose it or if I can't find it or I misplaced it, I'll just be like, it pops up whenever it pops up. But in the back of my mind, it's more of like, oh my God, I need it. Like, I need to find it. But in hindsight, it's just more of like, if it comes back. If it doesn't, then it was meant to be, and it's a sign that I should stop. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people who don't learn until I go through it. Just know that every year it gets harder to quit. And every year you start to feel the effect.
With me today, we're gonna have a good time. You've convinced me. I'm ready to switch my account. Oh my gosh. Specific answer. They're learning quick. Can we Google it? Whatever. Okay. He's a quick study.
There's so many words I want to say. Be careful. It is a love story.
You bet it is.
Fair.
I wasn't done.
Ask the questions that you think are silly. Thank you for joining. Bye.
We only have had e-cigarettes since 2012 or 2011. So it's only been a decade, a little over a decade, and we're getting different chemicals that we don't know enough about, which will probably cause us a lot of issues in the future.
There's nothing better than a Subway Series footlong, except when you add a new footlong sidekick, like the boss with a new footlong cookie. This might be my favorite sidekick ever. What?
Every epic footlong deserves the perfect sidekick.
Vaping has almost become like an obsession, addiction.
I always have to have it on hand.
It's got to be where I know where it is.
If I didn't know where it was, I'd panic.
I stopped pretty quick because I didn't really get the enjoyment I thought I would get out of it.
I've had friends who have used it, and it's a struggle for them.
Find your passion. Find your people. Find your purpose. Find your superior.
At Clyde Iron Works, every bite starts from scratch. Fried ravioli, golden and crisp, onion rings battered fresh and fried to perfection, wood-fired pizza made from dough we craft each morning, beer brewed in-house, steak stone sizzling, pasta tossed fresh to order, warm pretzels, fresh filled cannoli, nothing frozen, nothing fake, just passion, patience, and heat. Clyde Iron Works, where food is made from scratch.
All right, hello and welcome here to Mertz Motorelli Gymnasium here in Superior, Wisconsin. We have the UWS Yellow Jackets taking on the Marian Sabres here in the MBC tip-off tournament. Open up the season. The home team in the Yellow Jackets are taking on the Sabres for the sixth time in these two teams' history. Last year they played a year ago today in this very gym where the Sabres are able to walk away with an 8-point win and beat the Yellow Jackets on their home court. This has been the third year in a row where these two teams have faced off. They faced off down in Fond du Lac, where the Sabres are from 2 years ago, and the UWS ended up with a 9-point win in that contest tonight. But UWS, the Yellow Jackets, are going to look to even or take a lead on this series and extend it 4-2. Overall they lead this series 3-2, and they are trying to get their first win of the season. Winner of tonight's contest will take on the winner of Central and UW River Falls. But the Yellow Jackets are trying to bounce back after a non-traditional season, and they would like to have. They were 12-13 last year, and they graduated 7 seniors. So there's going to be a lot of question marks coming into this season for this roster and for Coach Greg Pekoski if he can put together another winning season and successful season. UWS did end up losing to UMAC champions last year, Minnesota Morris. They're going to try and bounce back this season. Now for Marian, last year they had a pretty successful year under Coach Drake Diener. They're 16-10, hailing from the Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference. They lost in the conference quarterfinals to Milwaukee School of Engineering, and they bring their squad up here and trying to advance to the national tournament. And we are about 3 minutes until our anthem and starting lineups. So I'd like to thank some of our sponsors. Of course, our pregame show is sponsored by National Bank of Commerce. And they have locations in Superior, Poplar, Solon Springs, Esco, Hermantown, Hibbing, and Duluth. Make more possible with National Bank of Commerce, member FDIC. And our opening tip-off tonight will be by Barker's Island and Resort. Wait, yeah, we are about 3 minutes ago. The Yellow Jackets are coming out of their locker room right now, ready to go. They had an exhibition matchup just earlier this week against University of Minnesota Duluth, which they have every single year for the past couple of years. Getting things started off right there for the Yellow Jackets. Not exactly one you'd like to look at for the scoreboard, but it's a good measuring point against a really solid team in Division II and against Minnesota Duluth. But this year, the Yellow Jackets would like to return and make their presence felt in the UMAC, as they felt short of their goal last year. We have some of our starting lineups posted on the boards right now. Starting for the Yellow Jackets, we're going to get that going here. Starting for the Yellow Jackets can be number 1, Eddie Mittemeyer, junior guard out of Cadott, Wisconsin. Hayden Quimby, Andrew Beers, Caden Lecce, and big number 42, Rocco Paulson, will start off the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Well, we are under a minute to go here down in Superior as people are continuing to file in. It looks like we got the Yellow Jackets taking the court, and it looks like we have the Falcons of River Falls filing in, as well as some of the Central players as well. We are under a minute to go here before our opening tip-off for tonight's contest. Looks like we're getting things squared off here and ready to go. UWS, we mentioned, graduated 7 seniors, and that was a heavy senior class for this squad. They're going to look to plug in some of those holes this year. There, Rocco Paulson, Evan Bennett, captain for this squad. Andrew Beers, another big presence in the post for them as well. 6'7" forward out of Slinger, Wisconsin. It looks like both teams are ready to go here for our national anthem. We're going to take a quick break. Been announced, and you heard it first. Barker's Island Inn, northern Wisconsin's Island Getaway. It's going to be Paulson and Iene tipping off here, and Sabres will retain possession. UWS working hard out of this no middle defense. Been a staple for Coach Craig Bukowski out of his 9 seasons. The backdoor cut there. Missed layup, no good, and it's going to be off the Yellow Jackets. Krolik had the first shot. There's a good backdoor cut. I'm going to go Ianni down low. Polson one-on-one. They're going to leave him on an island. Ianni up top, no good. Keeps it alive, but Mittemeyer comes down with the rebound. Now Lecce crosses the timeline for UWS. First offensive possession of the season. Looking to get a post touch here in Polson. Polson pump fakes. Hard dribbles, baby hook. It's up and rattles in. Rocco Polson gets things going here early on for the Yellow Jackets. Primary ball handler is going to be Harper Krolik. Now they're going to swing it out to Ianni. He's got the mismatch now. Polson's going to retreat and out. Here's a liner here. Gets it inside to Ianni. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Mid-range jumper's no good, and Andrew Beers tracks on the rebound. They're going to go right back to Polson in the low block. Ianni pokes it away, but Mittemeyer will reset things for the Yellow Jackets. 17 on the shot clock. Now Quimby's going to swing it around the horn. Lecce puts it on the deck. Spin move. Kick out Beers with 10. Inside of Beers, pump fakes. Goes up strong, but no good. And here come the Sabres. Ianni looking to push tempo, swings it over to his guard. Good take here by Krolik, no good. It's going to be off of the Yellow Jackets. 18:04 to go here first half. Coached by Drake Diener, this Sabres squad. Pump fake there by Andy. He's going to take it off the dribble. Polson kicks it out to his guard in Vasilakis, and he's going to be followed by Beers. It looked like he was vertical, but they're going to get him with the body. It's going to send Vasilakis to the line here. Or a pair. It's been a good matchup for the past couple seasons over these two teams. Both respected in both of their conferences. As Alec Vasilakis goes 2 for 2 to even the score up at 2 here early on in the Motorelli Gymnasium. And here's a steal here by Vasilakis. Scoop layup's going to be blocked by Beers, but the follow is no good by Krolik. Now here comes the Yellow Jackets with tempo. Lecce crosses over, gets it to Mittemeyer. Mittemeyer's going to pull the trigger right left side, short. And here come the Sabres pushing tempo ahead to Makai Johnson. Mittemeyer with a heads-up play, and it's going to knock it off of Johnson. And it looks like the Sabres just went out too quick for their pace. Coach Diener's been a coach of the Sabres squad since 2018 and 19. He's really been a work in progress between this team and building him up. That was his last year, was his best record outside of 2021-22. Beers with a nice jump cut, but it's going to be stolen away by Vasilakis, his second steal of the game. Now Krolik in the corner, guarded by the shorter Mittemeyer. He's going to poke it away. They're going to keep him on the island. Double sent. They're going to kick it out to the corner. Makai Johnson for 3. Finds the bottom of the net, and it's good. You can tell Johnson's got a motor. He's been picking up full court and not giving UWS an easy opportunity to cross the ball against the timeline. Polson hands off here to Mittemeyer. They're going to look to feed the post once again. Good backside help there by Krolik. Now Lecce's going to go scoop move up and under. They're going to reward him with 2 free throws here. Good take there by Caden Lecce. $16-11 to go here. Looks like Greg Pekoski is going to be the first one to move to his bench here. His first free throw will rattle in for Lecce. It's be number 35 for the Yellow Jackets checking in. For Andrew Beers, it'll be Landon Tomer. And Lecce sinks a pair. Now he's going to pick up full court on Krolik. Looking to jump is Quimby. Good trap there, but they're going to get away from it. But a good job there finding the cutting Vasilakis. It was Ieni. And now 3-ball in the way is going to get front iron and be knocked out by Lecce. Paulson's going to track it down, but here come the Sabres. 2-on-1. Vasilakis up top. Lob City is good to Derek Leiner. Getting in the scoring column for the first time tonight. Approaching 5 minutes into this contest. Sabres are looking like they want to get out and run, and they have so far on the Yellow Jackets. Good take there by Lecce. Gets his own rebound as he lost control of it. UWS had a chance because there was 2 Sabres leaking out. This is a very active defense getting up in the passing lanes. Medemeyer, hand down, man down. He's going to miss long. Here come the Sabres. They've found a groove so far in their offense. Seems like it's been a whole lot of Krolik, Leiner, and Ieni setting things up. And here is Ieni taking Paulson on the dribble. Kicks out and be tipped out of bounds by Homer. And we're going to see some changes come in. And checking in is Captain Evan Bennett for the Yellow Jackets. And wholesale changes for the Sabres. Number 13, Rayshon Boast. Boast driving right away. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and Vasilakis takes it off the dribble and puts it in. Vasilakis leading scorer so far early in this contest. He's got a quick 6 points. So they have the 11-4 lead. Tomer taking off the dribble will be stopped there. Now Lecce stop there up top at number 4, Donovan Bird. Rocco Paulson, nice little hop through, and Greg Plakowski will take his first time out. 14-14 to go here in the first half. UWS trails by 5. And with that, we'd like to thank Hovland Incorporated. This break is brought to you by Hovland Incorporated, providing concrete, masonry, and design to the Twin Ports and surrounding areas. Hovland Incorporated. You can contact them at 218-722-1662. Looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to come and show full court pressure here. Lecce guarding Bird. Donovan Bird crosses the timeline, swings it over. Vasilakis now to Ware. Little horns action up top. They're going to swing it up. 3-ball on the way by Leiner. Rattles in and out. Bennett skying for the rebound, but it's going to be Tomer coming down with it. They're going to swing it over to Bennett. First shot off the bench. Finds the bottom of the net. The Superior native cuts the lead to 2. It's a game of runs, and here come the Yellow Jackets on their run. Trailed 11-4. It is now 9-11. Good defense there by Lecce. They're going to swing it over to Leiner. Floater off the glass will rattle in. Soft touch there by Rashawn Boast. Lecce denies the screen. They're going to get it to Bennett, who's knocked on the three. Behind the back here by Bennett. He's going to have it poked away by Bost. Now Lecce takes him off the dribble, swings over to Bennett. 10 on the shot clock. Bennett scooped way up is good. Evan Bennett, instant impact off the bench for this Yellow Jackets offense. Senior captain leader for this team, taking the role off the bench. He's been the sixth man. Three by Vasilakis, misses everything. And here come the Yellow Jackets, a chance to tie it or take the lead. Lecce crosses over, Lecce attacks, floater off the glass, no good. Bennett skying for the rebound, loose ball, he's going to keep it alive. Evan Bennett, and we're going to have a held ball there. Good play there by the senior. Superior will retain possession. And now it looks like Andrew Ianni will check back in for Marian, along with number 22 for the Sabres. That is going to be Max Breitenbach, freshman out of Kohler, Wisconsin. We're going to get it inside here for the Yellow Jackets, trying to post something up. Three ball for Mittemeyer is going to be short front iron. Mittemeyer is taking 3 threes so far. He's still looking to find the bottom of the net. Good take there. It's going to be tipped. Number 13 for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to move it around the horn, though. Open look for Boss is going to be no good. Tracked down there by 44 by the Sabres. Scoop layup. Front iron, no good. Good rebound there. Skying for that up top is Tomer. Swinging up top. Going to be Gage Brady with the ball. Now they get it to Bennett. Bennett's going to be denied. That's sent back by Ianni. Now a 6 on the shot clock. Good feed to Tomer. Little baby hook with the left hand. Good feed there inside. And we are all knotted up here with 11:11 to go here first half. Yellow Jackets continuing their ball pressure. Bird's going to get things set up here. Mittemeyer pressuring as he's got the dead ball. We have a whistle. So we're going to have a my time. The official, don't know what the call is here. But nonetheless, 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. And the Sabres will retain possession. They're going to get it to Ianni. One-on-one, jab step. Skies, but it's another rebound here for Tomer. Nick Nordwan in the game for the Yellow Jackets. 3 balls, going to be no good. Nordwan's there for the rebound, no good, but Gage Brady on the return is tipped around, and it's finally finished off there by Landon Tomer. Yellow Jackets take the lead, 15-13. Their first lead since 2-0 early on in this game. We approached 10 minutes to go here first half. Now they're going to move things around here. Here's Bird on the attack. Got the mismatch with the big man. He's going to, things are bunched up here. Bird nearly turns it over. Going to feed inside to Ianni. Head fake. Shot is up, no good. But we'll have a foul on the Yellow Jackets and 2 shots for Andrew Ianni. Nordon will pick up his first foul. And we'll rattle out. Try and get everything set up here with our rosters. Lindert back in along with Krolik. 44 for the Sabres is also in. Zion, he goes 0 for 2 from the stripe there. Is Jazz Aracco, senior from Long Beach, California, is in. 5'10" guard. Mid-range jumper there by Nordwan. He's going to be no good, but Gage Brady's down low again. Kick out for Mittemeyer, looking to find his first one. Be no good. And here come the Sabres. Good job here by the Yellow Jacket guards, keeping their possessions alive. Good take off the dribble here by Breitenbach. No good, but Warzako on the kick out. And it's missing everything there for Ianni. Kick out to Bennett. 2 dribbles. Euro step. Evan Bennett off the glass and in. Quick 7 points, and the Yellow Jackets get on transition to extend their lead, 17-13. That was a good job pushing the tempo there by Nick Nordwan. As number 22 will fall down, Breitenbach, and it'll be a turnover by the Sabres. Quimby will check in, and Micah Young will step in. And the Yellow Jackets are going to use, or Marian will use her first timeout. But it's been a back and forth matchup here. Marian delivered the first blow, but here come the Yellow Jackets as we're just under 9 minutes to go here, first half. Opening game of the season here, and they are on quite a run so far. 17-13, you can see on your screen there. And they're looking to extend their lead here following the turnover by the Sabres. But early on, both coaches going to their bench. Marian's already got 5 guys off the bench. The Yellow Jackets have brought a number of guys off the bench so far as well. They've also gone 5 deep into their bench as well. Here comes Gage Brady, bringing things across the timeline for the Yellow Jackets, setting their play up out of the timeout. Heavy ball pressure again by the Sabres. They get it up top to Nordwan. Nearly turning it over. Here comes Young on the attack. Left-hand baseline, pressure coming. Nordwan's going to let it go, and it's going to miss up top, but a big rebound there by Tomer. Did not hit the rim, so it's not going to reset the shot clock. They get inside and off the glass and in. Good feed there by Micah Young to Nick Nordwan. But it's been the offensive rebounding and giving their offense a second chance so far for the Yellow Jackets. It's really sparked this comeback early on in this game. Ianni hands off to his guard and Krolik. Krolik leaves his feet to make a pass, but he's going to find a laner all by himself. Off the rim, no good. Skying for the rebound once again is Landon Tomer. Jackets playing with some pace now. Off the glass, Quimby, mid-range is going to be short. They've got tipped there by Oroxco. Now running the show here, Leinert's going to try it again, same corner, same result, and the Yellow Jackets come away with the rebound. Brady's been an impact player off the bench for the Yellow Jackets. He hasn't scored yet, but he's made an impact offensively and defensively, whether it's rebounding or finding the open man. Quimby looking to penetrate. Gets a mismatch. Quimby, left hand is going to be denied off the glass. And here come the Sabres, 2-on-2 opportunity. Bounce pass to Rocco running the court well. And here come the Sabres. Yellow Jackets miscommunication there on the fast break there. Roscoe able to kiss it off the glass. Young thought about a three. He's going to take it off the dribble. Young by himself, one-on-one, off the glass, no good. Tomer keeping it alive. Tomer fighting up strong, and we're going to have a walk as he was fighting for that rebound there. The Yellow Jacket staff is asking for a held ball, but they're going to say he had full possession of it. He was fighting with Breitenbach down low for that rebound. Lecce will enter this game here for Brady after a much-deserved break. Marvin Hazlitt has checked in, a Fond du Lac native for this roster. 5'11" freshman guard. We're going to have a whistle up top. Be Nordon's second foul. A pretty clean game. Officials are letting them play a little bit, but it's been a lot of transition plays so far. 3 fouls for the Yellow Jackets, only 1 for the Sabres as they get it up top here to Krolik. Pestering defense, Krolik goes off the glass and in, left-handed take. And a good one there. Chance to cut this lead within 1. Lecce picks up his first foul. Vasilakis will check back in for Breitenbach. But following the timeout here for Marian, have cut the lead to 1. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout here. Drake Diener wants to talk things over. 6:10 to go here in the first half. And if you can't get enough of the Yellow Jackets, tune into Eye of the Swarm, the official podcast of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Join John Garver and the Big Sound, Matt Johnson, throughout the year as we sit down with Yellow Jacket student athlete coaches and other guests. Eye of the Swarm is available at uwsyellowjackets.com/podcast. Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcast, you can listen to that Eye of the Swarm podcast with John Garver and Matt Johnson and whoever they are sitting down with, whether it's a student athlete, coach, or any other guest. Coming out of the timeout, Rocco Paulson, and we'll give Nordwan a break here as he picked up 2 fouls in this first half. Marvin Hazlitt's going to be picking up full court on Lecce. Lecce picks up his dribble in a dangerous spot. Now they get it to Quimby. Quimby resets things with a handoff to Tomer. Good backdoor cut by Young, but the verticality of Ianni keep things alive for the Yellow Jackets. Now going to let it fly. Quimby off the rim, no good. Trying to keep it alive as Tomer, but here come the Sabres. It helps when you have a forward/center that can push the tempo for you. And Ianni trying to kick it out, but a good steal there by Tomer. Right place, right time, and a good defense by the Yellow Jackets. A big part of their emphasis, we're going to get a blocking foul here on Hazlitt. Just a second team foul. But a big point of emphasis for this no-middle defense is you want to funnel everything to the baseline. The help will come from the weak side. That way they can rally to the basketball and try and get that seal on that long skip pass as you saw right there. Makai Johnson will check back in for Sabres. Andrew Beers checks in, gives Landon Tomer a much-needed break as he was really getting things going for the Yellow Jackets. 5:25 to go here first half. Going to get to Lecce up top, 24 on the shot clock. Trying to get a direct handoff here with Paulson. Johnson's going to drive baseline. Paulson for 3. Nothing but net. Rocco Paulson. He can do it inside. He's a stretch 5, ladies and gentlemen. Hand down, man down, and Paulson makes him pay. Rocco Paulson, the Duluth, Minnesota native, played his high school basketball in Duluth East. They're a nice feed inside to Ianni, and they're going to get Quimby on the foul. It was a good feed there by Vasilakis. So it's been 2 local kids getting things going early on for the Yellow Jackets. It's been Evan Bennett was the spark off the bench, and now Rocco Paulson had instant impact on the game. He had a quick breather and came in They both lead the Yellow Jackets with 7 as Ianni knocks down the first of 2. Ianni, after going 0 for 2, knocks down 2 in a row right there. He's going to get a break. Ware Jr. will check in for him. Also in for the Yellow Jackets is going to be number 0, Kenny Garth. Garth letting it fly off the bench, and Kenny Garth, left-handed, smooth stroke right there. One shot, one field goal is good. Knocks down the triple. Both teams haven't made a whole lot of threes. Yellow Jackets have 3 threes made and just 1 for the Sabres. As out of Mekhi Johnson, they've both taken a handful of them, but we've seen they're going to take another one. Vasilakis will respond. Cut the lead back to 2. Alex Vasilakis, game high, 9 points. This one's going to be knocked away here by Hazlitt. They're going to find Johnson inside, and Marvin Hazlitt gets the block. 5'11 freshman skying up top for that one. They get him the rock now. Pump fake, drives. He's going to scoop layup. He's going to kick out to Ware. Now a 3-ball on the way. No good. Rattles and halfway in and halfway out for Mekhi Johnson. Now, Lecce sets things up. Looking to get inside to Polson, but the pestering defense of Vasilakis Beers off the dribble. Kicks it out, Lecce. Left-handed jumper is good. Now both teams are letting it fly from outside. Caden Lecce knocks down the triple. Seems like I was just saying how they haven't made a whole lot of threes, and now we're trading them back and forth. Yellow Jackets looking to get a stop here as they got a 5-point lead, 3:07 to go here first half. Krolik on the right-handed dribble attack. Kicks it up to Johnson, or no, Hazlitt. Nice feed there, but Vasilakis wasn't ready for it. Right idea, but just a miscommunication. Bennett's going to check back in for the Yellow Jackets. Along with Ianni, he's going to get Ware a break. Orozco's going to check in for Hazlitt. Just under 3 minutes to go here, first half. It's been an up and down game so far here in Motorella Stadium. Uh-oh, watch out, Ianni by himself. It's not as cool as a dunk, but it's worth the same amount. Andrew Ianni, the smooth 2 right there as they cut the lead to 2. Garth pump fakes. It's going to take the mid-range J. It's going to be long off the back iron. Here come the Sabres. Good dribbling here by Krolik. Feeds it inside to Johnson. Back to Krolik. 3-ball to tie it. And it's good. He rattles it home. And timeout Superior. It's been a game of runs back and forth. And Harper Krolik ties things up here with 2:21 to go first half. And with that break, we'd like to thank Superior Water, Light, and Power. Superior Water, Light, and Power. Clean, reliable, and superior. That's Superior Water, Light, and Power. And without them, we would be in the dark. Look, it's been a lot of impacts by the starters by both teams, but as we look to the bench on both squads as well, it's been a lot of Evan Bennett and Landon Tomer that have kept things going and been the igniter for this Yellow Jackets team. Had a slower start, and the road team and Marian got the lead early on. Then, as we settled in tonight's contest, the Yellow Jackets made their run. And after a couple timeouts by head coach Drake Diener, Marian settled back into this thing and made a couple shots. So we just talked about not too long ago. There's only one made 3, and it seemed like in a blink of an eye they knocked down 2 in a row to tie this game up, along with a turnover for Andrew Ianni to get things going for the Sabres. Yellow Jackets have knocked down 4 triples, 3 for the Sabres. And it looks like we're going to see that full court pressure by Mekhi Johnson. They're getting into Garth, and Garth's going to go right back to his starting guard in Lecce. Lecce dribble penetration, gets it up top to Beers. Around the horn to Bennett, feeds it inside to Paulson. Paulson fakes it to the left hand, drops that baby hook, is no good. Andrew Ianni secures things for the Sabres. Garth does a good job denying the screen, and a beautiful finish. Right hand on the left-hand side. Harper Krolik sneaks things in to regain their lead for the first time in a while. Under 2 minutes to go here, first half. Up in Superior. Bennett surveys at the top of the key. Garth's going to take it. Garth with a floater off the glass, and he responds. We're knotted up 30-30. Kenny Garth didn't get into the game until with under 5 minutes to go in this first half. He's made an instant impact for this offense. 5 points quickly off the bench for Garth, shooting at 66%. Bennett does a good job icing the screen there. Krolik swings it around. They get it to Ozarako. Kicks it out to Ware. Now they find Ianni. Looking to find his first triple. And Andrew Ianni's starting to warm up here. Missed everything on his first 2 triples. Warmed up as he knocks down that corner 3. And they take the 3-point lead. Garth's going to let it fly. It's going to be no good off the rim, and then it's going to let it go out of bounds. 46 seconds to go here. Chance to make it a 2-possession game as Mittermeier's going to check in for Garth. And Beers will check out for Tome. And Rashawn Bost will come in for his guard, Mekhi Johnson. Looks like we're not going to see a 2-for-1 here by the Sabres. Ianni's going to take Paulson off the dribble. They're going to kick it out. Krolik, corner 3, rattles in and out. Rocco tried keeping it alive. 30.6. The Yellow Jackets can hold for the final shot of the first half as they trail by 3. And quick offense, defense subbed in here. They're going to get the young, fresh legs. Going to take Bost out. Bring in Marvin Hazlitt. .5'11" guard out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. That's where Marian College is located. Quimby looking to take him off the dribble. Now they're going to feed inside to Paulson. 16 on the game clock. Tomer takes up the top. He's going to reset things. Mittermeier. Feed inside to Paulson. Paulson hounded. Coach wants a foul. We got 5 on the clock. 3 seconds. Pump fake by Hazlitt. At the horn, it'll be short. And we're going to go into the half here in Superior. The Sabres lead by 3 after a late surge in the first half. We'll be right back here in Superior. All right, we are about 3 minutes away from our second half being started off. Marian will come out with the basketball, but as we got some look to some of our point leaders at the half, we'll start with the leading and visiting Marian Sabres. Andrew Ianni, starter for them, big man. He has 7 points. Makai Johnson knocked down a triple early. He's got 3. Alex Vasilakis has 9 to lead both teams. Harper Krolik has 8 points. Derek Leinert has 2. Rashawn Bost has 2. And Jazz Rocco has 2 as well, for a total of 33 points at the half for the Sabres squad. Now for the Yellow Jackets. Caden Lecce's got 5 points. Rocco Paulson with 7. Landon Tilmer with 4. Evan Bennett with 7. Nick Nordon with 2. And Kenny Garth with 5 as well, all late in the first half. But both of these teams had a slower start offensively, but started to pick things up late in the first half, especially this Sabre squad. They had only 1-3 well into the first half, and then they caught fire a little bit, and they went on a run as they trailed by as many as 6 points, 19-13, and then they went on that run, able to take that 3-point lead. They now have, both teams have 4 triples in the first half, and pretty much the difference has been Marian's got out in transition and gotten to the free throw line a little bit more than the Yellow Jackets. It hasn't been by a whole lot by any means. Of course, they're just out shooting the Yellow Jackets at 7-2. But if you can get those free throws and get a free shot at the basket against this Yellow Jackets defense, you will certainly take that. Talk about it. It's Marian University coming off their second best finish last year under Coach Drake Dieners, 16-10, 9-9 in conference play. Last season, they averaged 72 points per game. UWS was right behind them at 71. Both teams gave up around 68 to 69 points per game. As we date back to last season, but there was a lot of players and a lot of roster turnover for this UWS team, as their top 4 leading scorers all graduate. Of course, Javon Walker, Reed Johnson, Joey Barker, and Andrew Cornelius. Top 4 leading scorers for this Yellow Jacket squad all moved on to their post-collegiate careers. But the big story for this squad over here in Marian, they did lose their leading scorer in Brandon Ordono, but Andrew Ianni, second leading scorer on this team, and he is back for his junior campaign. Averaged 10 points a game last year in season. He's looking to have an expanded role this season, and he's already done that so far, closing in on 10 points. He's already on 7. Eli Vogel was the third leading scorer on this Marian squad, former UWS Yellow Jacket. And then their fifth and sixth leading scorers, they returned as well, and Alex Vasilakis and Harper Krolik. And those two have had, and if you look at it, and as they turn over this season, those are their top 3 leading scorers in tonight's contest so far early in this one. But we have a whole nother half to play here. Marian did win the tip, but senior guard and captain Evan Bennett forced a jump ball, so it will be Sabres basketball. Start things off here as we look to clear the fouls, and they're all cleared. Nobody's in foul trouble. The only person you could say is maybe in relatively close foul trouble is Nick Nordwan for the Yellow Jackets. He's got 2 fouls. Everybody else has 1 or none. As it'll be Krolik to bring things across the timeline. Here's going to get a screen by Ianni. Ianni with a nice backdoor feed. Vasilakis corner triple. Good block out there. Weak side rebound goes to Paulson. Now Lecce's going to hand off to Beers. Mittemeyer looking inside. Going to deny the screen. Good take off the dribble. And just like that, Caden Lecce opens up the second half scoring for the Yellow Jackets. In a back and forth contest, we've seen Marian get out in transition a lot, and they've also fed the big man right there. Their second leading scorer last year, Andrew Ianni, extends that lead back up to 3. Kai Johnson delivered a lot of heavy ball pressure, especially in the backcourt for this Marian Sabres squad. Swinging around, trying to get inside for Polson. Polson's got the mismatch. They send a double. Polson, high dribble. They got somebody's got to be open. Now Quimby with the step through. Finds Lecce with 4 on the shot clock. Lecce, floater, too strong. Beers fighting for the rebound. Polson trying to keep it alive. And the big swipe with a paw by Rocco Polson keeps the shot clock alive. And now Mittermeier tries to skip pass and is going to be stolen by Krolik. Krolik denies the screen. Inside up for the big man. Taking Polson, spin move. Now Johnson resets. Been no secret they want to get it to Ianni in the block, but Rocco Polson's in a good job of holding that liner. Soft touch with the floater. Derek Lindert, 4 points in the game. Polson fakes the handoff one way. He's going to go to Quimby. Quimby's got all by himself. 3-ball, top the key, no good. Beers tracks things down with the 20 seconds on the shot clock. Quimby playing off of 2 feet well. Baby hook is good. That's one thing that the Sabres can maybe give themselves up to, is giving up second chance points as they try and leak out in transition. Good backdoor feed to Krolik. And a short off the rim there. And here come the Yellow Jackets playing with pace. They had Polson, but they close the lanes quickly. Polson fixes the handoff one way. Polson, spin move. Now they send the double, and Vasilakis. Quimby, how about another? Not going to fall. Now Johnson with Beers guarding him. Vasilakis on the return, kicks out to Linder. Johnson resets, 10 on the shot clock. Krolik off the dribble, kicks out to Ianni. Corner, triple, short front iron. Polson the rebound once again for the Yellow Jackets. Polson's going to take it right side. Polson lowers his shoulder, and we're going to get a charging foul on Rocco Polson. It's close to that arc underneath the basket, but a lot of contact and one bump by the big 6'9" Rocco Polson will get his first foul of the game. It's only a matter of time. Ianni has been banging down low with Polson, and he finally took the blow there. Maybe embellished a little bit, but nonetheless, he got the call that he needed. But we'd be remiss not to talk about it. Coach Drake Diener, cousins with Travis Diener, Wisconsin high school basketball legend, you could say college basketball legend as well, with the Marquette Golden Eagles, played on that Final Four team with Dwayne Wade. Way back, Nick Nordwan's going to check back in for Rocco Polson. 16:22 to go here, second half. Yellow Jackets bringing their full court pressure here. They're going to trap first pass to Krolik. Just a two-man front, so it's going to be an easy pass over to Ianni. Linder on the attack. Now we get to Ianni again with a smaller and a smooth left or right-handed scoop off the glass. Andrew Ianni with the smaller Nordon on him rather than Polson. A lot less meat on the bone there, and he's going to take advantage of that mismatch. Nordon thought about a three. They wanted to travel, but he was up on the tiptoes, didn't leave the hardwood. Mittermeier wide open. Strong. And here come the Sabres. Playing with pace. Swinging over to Ianni. Ianni straight down the left side. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Oh, looked like it was off of Ianni as he was going up. Nordon with the block there. but Sabres will retain possession. Evan Bennett's going to give Hayden Quimby a breather here. 15:30 to go, second half. Krolik by himself, one-on-one with Lecce. Very patient move right there. You're going to be no good. And rebound for Andrew Beers. Yellow Jackets running the court. In and out. Lecce's going to kick out, but not before there's a foul. Harper Krolik's first of the game. First team foul as well in the second half. Landon Tomer checks in for the Yellow Jackets. Made an impact on the glass, whether it was offensively or defensively. Nordon's going to let it fly. Corner, nothing but net. Ianni had his hand up, but he did not matter. Nick Nordon knocks down the triple, and it's a 2-point game here in the Mertz. Rashawn Bost into the game now for the Sabres. Heavy defense by Mittemeyer. Harper Krolik off the glass and in. You can see the patience right there of Krolik. Needs a crafty score. Bennett. Crossover up top there. Marian wanted a carry. Bennett spins. Attacking right side. Off the glass too strong, but Tomer with the finish. There's that impact again. Landon Tomer crashing the glass like a madman. Krolik drives left side, and he's going to step out of bounds. Good job showing up. There's Nordon. Lecce will get a break here. Gage Brady checks in for him. Brady's another one of those guys for this UWS roster. He hasn't had a whole lot. He hasn't had scoring impact in this game so far, but the rebounding and defense has certainly been there for Greg Pekoski's squad. Nordon fakes a handoff, goes off the glass and in. We're all tied up here. 14 minutes to go in the second half, and the Yellow Jackets tie things up for the first time since 30-30 late in the first half. Good showing here in Mertz Motorelli Gymnasium, opening game of the season. And there's a block there by Nordon. Tomer comes down with the rebound. Pressure by the Sabres. And here come the Yellow Jackets. They got an advantage, 4-on-3. They kick out Mittemeyer. And it's nothing but net. Eddie Mittemeyer. And here come the Yellow Jackets. And they go on a 7-0 run there to regain the lead. Coach Drake Diener's seen enough. He calls timeout as Eddie Mittemeyer finds the bottom of the net for the first time tonight. With that timeout, we'd like to thank Hovland Incorporated, of course. Incorporated provides concrete masonry designed to the Twin Ports and surrounding areas. Hovland Incorporated, you can contact them at 218-722-1662. And, of course, if you haven't had enough of this Yellow Jackets team, you can tune into Isla Storm, the official podcast of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Join John Garver and the Big Sound, Matt Johnson, throughout the year as we sit down with Yellow Jacket student athletes, coaches, and other guests. Isla Swarm is available on uwsyellowjackets.com/podcast, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever else you get your podcasts. Be a full timeout here for Drake Diener and his squad. 13:20 to go. And right now, Coach Pekoski keeping fresh legs off the bench, and that's been the difference so far early in this second half. But it's been a quick one. Both teams haven't had a lot of foul trouble. Only one foul going each way in the second half. Coming up for the Sabres, it's going to be Zarako, Vasilakis, Bost, Ianni, and Krolik. For the Yellow Jackets, Bennett, Mittemeyer, Nordon, Brady and Tomer. Full court pressure. Here comes Tomer on the trap. As they try and get the sidelines, can be off of the hip of Krolik. Good job there on on-ball defense by Gage Brady. And that's not necessarily Brady's job, but if he can knock away that football, he can. And now we're going to see a 2-3 zone coming out by the Sabres. Looks like it's extended here on the wings. Yellow Jackets want to look at getting the high post or short corner. Mittemeyer thought about a 3. 10 on the shot clock, swings it around to Brady. Trying to get that high post, but stolen away by Zarocco. Now to Bost. Now to Krolik, attacking left side, back to Bost. Top the key. Knocks down the 3. 44-44. First time UWS has seen a zone against this squad tonight. They have Nordon all by himself in the corner. They can get a flare screen for him. He thought about a 3. Now he's backed up. UWS swinging things around. It's nearly stolen by Zarocco again. Bennett with a good feed inside to Tomer. Tomer back to Bennett. Quick trigger. Evan Bennett rattles it home. Evan Bennett 2 for 3 on triples tonight. First of the second half for him. But so far, this zone has given UWS a little bit of stalemate. It's only been 2 possessions now. Ianni. Double comes by Nordon. Nordon comes away with the steal. Yellow Jackets can push here to not let the zone get set up. Bennett just barely gets behind the timeline there to avoid the over and back call. Mittemeyer fakes. Enters in top. They're going to get it to Bennett. Spin move. Bennett driving, dishing. Brady blocked. Tomer with the finish. Not once, but twice. Landon Tomer is there to clean things up. And a timeout by Coach Pekoski for the Yellow Jackets. They take a 5-point lead. 11:29 to go here. Second half. This is where the coach, of course, there's been question marks for Coach Greg Pekoski. He is here in his 9th season for the Yellow Jackets. He played here way back in 2008. But it's going to be who's going to step up for the scoring. You had your top 4 leading scorers leave, but Andrew Beers, Rocco Polson, 2 returning starters that they have on this team, Evan Bennett and Hayden Quimby, are in the top 10 for their leading scorers as well. But other than that, there's been a whole lot of question marks for this team. Landon Tomer only played 9 games last season, only averaged about 5 minutes per game that he was in those contests. But right now he's given Coach a lot of quality minutes in this game. Up to 8 points now and a handful of rebounds. They continue their full court pressure. They're going to have Ianni bringing up the basketball. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets look to jump, and they're going to be content with the one-on-one matchup. Now I get a mismatch here. Driving is Ianni off the glass, and they're going to count it. Bucket is good. They're going to get Mittemeyer on the wrist as he's trying to come from the weak side and get the steal, but Andrew Ianni is too strong and finishes it off the glass, and a chance to make it the old-fashioned 3-point play. Breitenbach will check in here for Krolik. Mittemeyer's first foul of the game. Two for 4 at the line is Ianni, and make that 3 for 5 as they cut the lead to 2. Ianni's made an improvement in his free throw shooting. Last year was just at around 54%. Nordon's going to let it fly from 3. It's going to be strong, but Tomer keeping things alive. Nordon gets it, but he throws it off of Breitenbach. It looked like he almost threw it off his teammate there. But nonetheless, the 2 big men, between Nick Nordon and Landon Tomer, keeping things alive. Mittemeyer, quick trigger, corner 3. It's going to be strong. Gage Brady crashing the glass. Off the glass, no good was Brady. And now we're going to get a foul in the backcourt. Not the worst thing as you had Andrew Ianni with a full head of steam. Brady picks up his first personal. Stay tuned after this game. We'll have a matchup. Winner will take on tomorrow in the NBC Tip-Off Championship. Winner of Central and UW River Falls. Mittemeyer guarding Andrew Ianni. They got to send help here. Big mismatch. They send 3 rather than 2. Someone's going to be open. Ball movement here. Bost for 3. Too strong. Bennett trying to track down the rebound. Vasilakis comes away with it. Vasilakis, wild shot there. The officials do not think there's enough contact for a foul. Yellow Jackets running the court. Back into this extended 2-3 zone. Bennett drives baseline, hop step, kicks out Mittemeyer. 3 ball. Just misses short. Ianni with another rebound. He's pushing 10 already. Halfway through the second half here, UWS leads by 2. Brady with heavy ball pressure on Vasilakis. Good feed to Breitenbach, cutting and finishing. Max Breitenbach gets into the scoring column for the first time tonight. Tied up once again. Yellow Jackets got 3 subs at the score table right now. Bennett, no hesitation, 3 balls, strong. Tomer keeping things alive, but it's going to go towards the Sabres. Young, Lecce, and Polson check in for the Yellow Jackets. Krolik's going to check in for the Sabres as well. It's been balanced scoring for UWS in this second half. The only guy who's got more than 1 field goal is Landon Tomer, and that's only 2. Other than that, it's been the same case for Marian rather than Andrew Ianni. He's up to a quick 7, 14 on the night for him, leading all teams. Steal by Bennett, and here come the Yellow Jackets. Lecce can push. He finds Mittemeyer in the corner. Mittemeyer drives, kicks out to Johnson. Ball movement for the Yellow Jackets. Chance to attack, but they let the zone get set up. Bennett, no hesitation. Evan Bennett, sweet stroke. His 3rd triple of the game. Here come the Yellow Jackets as a game of run. Polson's going to be guarding Ianni with a lot of disrespect. He's going to guard him around the free throw line, and he's going to turn that one over. A little miscommunication. Thought Jazz or Rocco was cutting back door, the Long Beach, California native. Now Boss will get a quick break. Marvin Hazlitt will check in for him. Chance to take a 2-possession lead here. They're going to keep him in this 2-3 zone, but the presence of Polson will really stretch the court. So it takes away the middle guy, but another steal here by Zarocco. Breitenbach pushing. Hazlitt lets it fly. And Ianni keeping things alive, and he will. Krolik's got it. Top of the key. Jazz now swings it over. Kenny Garth in the game for the Yellow Jackets. And there's another triple. Andrew Ianni refusing to be denied. Get things going. He's got 10 in the second half, 17 overall. Garth thought about a 3. He'll take it. And Kenny Garth says, put down the phone. I already answered the call. 2nd triple of the game. Yellow Jackets continuing their heavy ball pressure here. We're approaching 7.5 to go in the game. Curious to think if Ianni's going to pull the trigger here as he just knocked down a 3, and he will. And it's going to rattle in and out. They're going to live with that shot right there, as Ianni only attempted 37 threes last year and shot 21%. But he's knocked down 2 tonight. Johnson cuts high post, or Young, excuse me, and Ianni's going to pick up the foul. Just his first personal, and it's kind of shocking because Ianni just plays with such hard tempo and passion out there for the Sabres squad. Vasilakis will check in for Breitenbach. Garth cutting, and he's going to try and finish on the reverse layup. No good. He wanted to foul, but it's not enough for officials to stop play. Krolik Serving, and he's trying to hit his cutting Vasilakis. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Garth attacking, and Ianni sends it back. A lot of contact with the body, but they said it was clean up top. Coach Pekoski is out going all the way down to the sideline asking what he saw there. But nonetheless, 26 on the shot clock, just under 7 minutes to go here, second half. And the Yellow Jackets will use their fourth time out of the game. Let's have 2 remaining. And with that stoppage in play, we of course like to think Parker's Island, Northern Wisconsin's Island getaway, Superior Water, Light, and Power. Clean, reliable, and superior. That's SWLP. Without them, we would be in the dark. Hovind Incorporated, providing concrete, masonry, and design to the Twin Ports and surrounding areas. You can contact them at 218-722-1662. It's been a back and forth matchup left and right here. Just curious to see what the Yellow Jackets do to try and stop the big man in Andrew Ianni. Leading both teams. He's got 17 on the game. And he's been the motor and the guy who's making everything happen so far for this Sabres squad. Like both coaches have finished up with their drawn up here. They're getting things going. Corner 3, Evan Bennett just knocked one down. That one's going to rattle in and out. Good play drawn up there for Coach. Got a wide open 3 for Bennett in the corner. They just could not convert. Now Krolik's going to get up top to Ianni. Ianni looking back toward a Krolik. Now he's going to look to try and post up Caden Lecce. Can see Young waiting to double. They're going to kick it out. 3 ball by Linder, and they answer. And we are all knotted up. Double nickel, 55. Derek Linder got 7 points in the game. Now they're back to man for the Sabres. Paulson on an island. Ianni pokes it away, and here come the Sabres 2-on-2. Krolik crosses over, feeds Zarako. Linder just hit one. Too strong back iron. Good feed inside to Krolik, and count it, and 1. Offensive rebound gives the Sabres the lead. Bennett will get the foul there. Jazz Zarako tracked down that rebound and kept things alive for the Sabres. Tomer checks in. Krolik will miss the free throw there, but a steal by Vasilakis. And just a heads-up play there by Vasilakis. Got the rebound, and against the taller Tomer, just kind of got his hand as he went up for that. Kind of an old Chris Paul play right there, kind of a rip-through. And gets him 2 free throws. Heady play there by Alex Vasilakis. Vasilakis knocked down a pair in the first half. That one will miss strong. And that one is good. Making it a 3-point game. Now they're back out to the zone. Looks like an extended zone here. Garth thought about a 3. Just swinging back up top. Garth drives. Floater offhand. Keeping it alive as Tomer. Tipped around by Bennett and it's corralled by Linder. Krolik with the drive. Scoop layup is good. Harper Krolik Up to 14 points now for the Sabres. Their largest lead of the second half. Steal by Zaracco. Left side driving. Off the glass in. Good. As they extend the lead. And Coach Greg Pekoski has seen enough. Timeout with 5:10 to go. Just one more timeout remains for the Yellow Jackets as the Sabres trying to take all the momentum here against this home squad of Superior. Senior Jazaracco with the steal there. Didn't get a whole lot of action last season. Just averaged about 2.7 points per game, appearing in 18 games for this team and for Drake Diener. But a young man from California found himself a home in Fond du Lac, way over by Green Bay. But it's been the tandem of Krolik and Ianni so far that has been the main catalyst for the Sabres squad. 14 for Krolik, 17 for Ianni. For the Yellow Jackets, they're led by Evan Bennett. Bennett's got 13. And Landon Tomer, has 8. Rocco Paulson had a good first half. He had 7 points right away for the Yellow Jackets, but he's been held quiet. 5:10 to go here, second half. He has yet to score. As we got 5:10 to go here, Coach Pekoski uses his 5th out of 6 timeouts. As we got 5:10 to go here, and they got to look to make a run here. 3 starters in the game, 2 reserved guys for the Yellow Jackets. Coach Diener's going to go back to his man-to-man look. Bennett fakes one way, gets it to Quimby up top. Quimby gets a screen from Tomer, driving left side. Back to Bennett. 10 on the shot clock. Bennett spinnings once again. Keeps the pivot move. Evan Bennett, feet work. And they did indeed. Evan Bennett trying to keep his team in this game. It's not over yet. A lot of ball game to play here. Vasilakis looks to get a post touch here for Krolik. 1-on-1 guard by Quimby. Krolik, strong take, but it's blocked by Beers. Ianni looking to get his own rebound. It's going to be kept alive. Beers knocks it out. Loose ball. Yellow Jackets on the ground, and they'll get the possession. You got to love the hustle there by Hayden Quimby. You got to highlight Caden Lecce getting on the ground as well. The Yellow Jackets get the stop that they need. And they're right back into the zone. Coming out of the timeout. Anticipated coach would draw something up for it. Now they're going to go away from the zone for one play, and then they're going to be right back into it. Bennett patiently waiting. Yellow Jackets get the overload. Beers skips it. Tomer for 3. And he rattles it home. It's a 2-point game. Landon Tomer been the spark off the bench along with Evan Bennett for this Yellow Jackets squad. Now Quimby guarding Krolik. Under 4 minutes to go here in the Mertz. Scoop layup, sent back by Landon Tomer. Energy plays right there. 14 seconds to go on the shot clock. Beers guarding Ianni. Ianni under 10. Nice feed to Krolik. Sent back by Tomer once again. Yellow Jackets have a chance to tie it or take the lead. They just trailed by 7. Lecce swings over to Quimby. Thought about a 3. Now Bennett surveying, looking to get in the high post. He won't. Quimby drives. Short corner. Jab step. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And we're going to have a held ball. Marian will retain possession. 3:03 to go here, second half. Getting into Krolik, guarded by Quimby. See if Beers is going to look to double. He will not. And he shows but retreats. Rocco Paulson checking in the game for the Yellow Jackets. Krolik hesitates, feeds Ianni. He had a lane, now back to Ianni. Mid-range jumper is going to be too strong, but he gets a soft touch off the back rim. Makes it a two-possession game, 2:30 to go. Yellow Jackets have a tough time penetrating this zone by the Sabres. Now Quimby's going to let it fly from three. It's going to be short front iron, tracked down by Vasilakis. Coach Diener gives him a 2 hands up. Take your time. They're going to use as much of this 30-second shot clock as they can. Yellow Jackets just only have 1 timeout remaining in their back pocket, 3 for the Sabres. Handoff here to Krolik. Feeds it inside. Ianni, 5 on the shot clock. Ianni goes up strong. Left hand is good. 6-point game here. Timeout, Sabres. 1:47 to go here in the second half. With that timeout, 1:47 to go. 6-point game. Coach Diener talking things over with his coaching staff. Tyler Jones, Bob Hoffmaster, Chris Saberlick, and Dick Diener as well. So with Paulson checked back into the game for the Yellow Jackets, you don't necessarily need a 3 here by any means. Down by 6, 3 would make it a 1-possession game, of course, but you just got to look to get a bucket no matter how you can get it. If it's going to be a layup, you will take the layup. As long as they can get points in the basket. But the one positive thing for the Yellow Jackets is you're not too far off from putting them in the bonus. And so far, this team for Marian hasn't shot particularly too well from the free throw line. 50% here in the second half, 2 of 4, and they were 5 of 7 in the first half. One guy you could look to get is Andrew Ianni, who's a 54% shooter last year from the stripe. After that, Vasilakis, Harper. Smaller sample sizes, of course, but they were just under 70%, looking at 65 and 66% from the stripe last year, just 1 season ago. Now out of the timeout, and they're not going to let him do it because Mittemeyer, he had to establish himself checking in before the timeout. There's a certain amount of time that goes off the clock before you can check in a guy, and the officials are not going to let that happen right here. Here comes Lecce going against a man-to-man pressure here. Lecce driving left side. They're going to wave off the basket. They're going to say on the ground. Looked like no continuation. Looked like he picked up the dribble as soon as the whistle sounded. So a hold there by Jazz Orozco. Just his first personal. 3 fouls for the Sabres, 5 for the Yellow Jackets. Looking to get a corner 3 here by Bennett. Bennett thought about it. Driving now against Krolik. Looking to get inside to Paulson. Paulson all by himself. Baby hook is good. Rocco Paulson, he had a quiet second half, and he gets into the scoring column for the first time. Now Yellow Jackets bring full court pressure. Minute 15 to go. You got to look to send a double soon. Actually, you had enough time to get a stop. 20 on the shot clock. Vasilakis. Now to Zarotko. Ianni's been the main guy for this team between him and Krolik. Krolik just rolled his ankle. Ianni's going to take himself. Mid-range J is good, and it's going to rattle home. And Harper Krolik is going to have to step out of this game as he got shaken up a little bit. They're trying to get him a handoff. thought they'd have to take him out since they stopped the game, but he says he's good, and he said just for player safety, everything's good to go. 54 seconds remaining. Yellow Jackets have one timeout, and they are down by 6. Here comes Lecce. Crosses over, driving, and it's going to be a foul. He thought he had himself a held ball. He's just going to pick up a second personal instead. 4th overall for the team. No team is really close to bonus. Coach Diener wanted something happening there, but they're going to go back to the zone. Yellow Jackets have struggled against this. They need to get a quick shot off. There's a 3-ball by Lecce, and he knocks it home. When you need him, Caden Lecce makes it a one-possession game and cuts the lead in half. 65-68, 41 seconds remaining, and we got a timeout on the court. UWS uses their final timeout. Caden Lecce knocks down his second 3 of the game. He's got 10, 5 in each half. Yellow Jackets trying to hold on their home court right here. Just a 30-second timeout, it appears. Both teams are off their bench. We've seen the Yellow Jackets trap the first pass. Now they're going to retreat to the bench, so looks like it'll be a full timeout. We've seen the Yellow Jackets trap first pass. That's not been hasn't been a great look because they only had a 2-man front. But we've seen them have the delayed trap of Gage Brady that worked earlier in the second half. Curious to see what the Yellow Jackets go to. They could try and work for a stop. Then you got to score quickly and at least get one bucket. There's going to be about 11-second difference between the shot and game clock. And a whole lot of drawing on some marker boards going up right now by both squads. This is the 6th matchup overall between these two teams in their history. UWS, the Yellow Jackets lead this matchup 3-2. The Sabres trying to knot it up 3-3 with the win here, and to be back-to-back wins, 2 straight over the Yellow Jackets. This one's going to be a lot closer than last season's. It's an 8-point win for Marian last year. Lindert has a chance to run the baseline, guarded by Mittemeyer. Krolik coming up. They're going to get it to him. They're not going to trap right away. One-on-one, guarded by Lecce. Krolik got to get across the half-court line, and he will. Just in a nick of time. 20 on the shot clock. Krolik driving left side. Left-hand layup. No good. Here come the Yellow Jackets. 25 seconds. Lecce pushing tempo. Lecce gets inside to Bennett. Corner. Lecce driving. 15 on the game clock. They get it to Mittemeyer. They do not need a 3. Lecce driving. Left-hand floater is good. 10 seconds. Game clock stops. And we're going to get a timeout by the Sabres. They have 1 remaining. Caden Lecce has scored 5 straight for the Yellow Jackets. They get a huge stop there. And Lecce realizes you do not need a 3. Big heady move right there by the starter out of Caden Lecce. 6-foot senior out of Kenosha, Wisconsin. Previously played college basketball for UW-Eau Claire out of the WIAC. Yellow Jackets have 2 to give before they are shooting bonus free throws for the Sabres. Going to try and get a quick steal or a trap. If there is a held ball, it would go to the Yellow Jackets, I believe. But nonetheless, a huge comeback. Yellow Jackets trailed by 6 with 41 seconds to go in this game. 2 straight stops, a 3-ball, and a mid-range floater by Caden Lecce has made this a 1-point contest. Trying to advance to this NBC tip-off of the season tournament. Winner will take on the winner of Central and UW River Falls. That game will start up as soon as this contest concludes. But the Yellow Jackets trying to hold on here. Got a diamond formation set up for the offense right at midcourt. Krolik's going to full head of steam. Lindert's going to turn the ball over. Nobody touched it. The time ran off the clock, though. Nobody touched it. There should be 10.4 on the clock. There'll be UWS ball underneath the basket. They got to fix the game clock here. A huge turnover by the Sabres. And the officials talked it over, and that's what we're going to get. 10.4 on the clock. 1 point game. Yellow Jackets have a chance to take the lead. The full court pressure finally gets the Sabres to crack. It only took 39 minutes and 50 seconds for it to finally get them to turn the ball over in the backcourt, but it paid off. Now with 10.4, the Yellow Jackets get the stop they need. They got to convert on the offensive end now. They get it into Paulson. Paulson hands off to Lecce. He's got the last 5 points. Lecce with 5. Lecce loses it. Saves it by Tomer, and he's out of bounds. 4.2 on the clock. Yellow Jackets got to foul immediately. They don't, unless you can get a quick steal and a shot off, you got to foul immediately. Offense, defense checked in here. Paulson will check out. Nordon will check in. They cannot run the baseline here, as Ianni's going to have to hold his spot. Coach Diener's got one timeout if he needs to use it. They're going to get it into Zarocko, 1 second off the clock, and that's going to be the 6th team foul for the Yellow Jackets. Evan Bennett, guilty party, but we will get this ball inbounded. Unless it's a steal by the Yellow Jackets, you will see a foul immediately. 3.1 on the clock. Ianni surveying. He's going to get it right back to Zarocko. And 2.4 on the game clock. Bennett will foul, and they'll send the senior to the line. Jazz Zarocko. Small sample size last season. 4 for 8, 50%. He's got one basket here tonight. They're going to send Rocco Paulson in the game, but the Yellow Jackets have no timeouts. So you got about 1 to 2 dribbles, and you got to get this shot off. If you're the Yellow Jackets, best case scenario is he knocks them down maybe, and you can get some sort of play set up. Otherwise, it's just going to be chaos. Jazz Zarocko with a chance to put the game on ice. First free throw is going to be up, no good. Rebound by Tomer. 1 second to Bennett. Bennett is not going to get the shot off. So the Yellow Jackets' late game push will not be enough. Marian Sabres travel up here from Fond du Lac and walk away with a 1 point win, and they will advance to our championship game. They will take on the winner of River Falls and Central. And that's going to be our final here. 68-67, Yellow Jackets will fall to Marian Sabres.